talk now to the last panelist who is on standby. Trevor Yeremiah Carter is a UK-based diaspora consultant, media host, mentor, and entrepreneur dedicated to connecting African communities abroad. He co-hosts Let's Talk About It on Black Culture Radio, provides digital and business consultancy services and mentors young people in emotional intelligence and empowerment. He was recently appointed to the Africa Features Advisory Board in recognition of his work in diaspora storytelling, cultural exchange, and community development. So I have this one clear question for you since we are running against time. So regarding your work on diaspora engagement, media, and mentorship, what ethical, cultural, and strategic responsibilities come with amplifying Africa's stories on a global stage? And how can the diaspora ensure these narratives remain authentic, empowering, and transformative?
Thank you so much indeed for the invite, and hello everybody, and thank you for Peter. We had a very good discussion, and Peter showed me the in and out of Africa Journal, and I made up my mind. I said I'd love to be part of that, and here I am now to see everybody in the group. So thank you so much indeed. Yes, as you know, the diaspora, there's a big wake-up call in terms of who they are, where they're from, and also it mainly about what Africa opportunities have to offer. Being an African strategy consultant, what I've discovered is that lots of questions people from the diaspora are asking. We're talking about African Americans, African Canadians, people from the Caribbean. They're asking a lot of questions that made me realize lack of information. Lack of information that they're hearing or they've been told over the years about Africa. Now what we're seeing, the creators are coming online, as you probably all known. They're all online now and changing those narratives, which is a very, very powerful way of doing things, and that is independent and ownership. And that has opened up the mind of the people in the diaspora to realize, is this what I'm hearing? Is this what I need to know? And now they begin to dig deeper into doing research themselves, without the mainstream media hyping about the negative side of Africa. They have now got to the stage where this is my opportunity to dig in and find out the difference for myself. That's what's so interesting when I'm in a consultation, because I do ask them, how did you know about Africa? What information did you get? And it was always the difference between, some of you may know in the room, the difference between people from the Caribbean don't like people from Jamaica, and people African Americans do not like Africans. And also the media would show children starving, flies, and etc. A lot of them believe that. But now when we look into the 21st century, the younger generation, they seem to be more open and transparent about what they're seeing and learning. And obviously they're a bit more quicker to learn. So it changed a lot of narrative. And now they're stepping out of the unspotlight to the spotlight, becoming now leaders themselves for their family, for their communities, and getting the information by just real research. And that's what makes my work very interesting, because it makes me realize the information they've been learning is a lie. And they said, it's a lie. They personally said to me, it's a lie. How did you know it was a lie? It was a lie because I spoke to people from the continent. I've been over to the African continent, and it's totally different. So what you're seeing is two different stories. And that was my first experience in 1998. When I went to South Africa and Ghana. I tell you, kid you not, when I landed in Africa, that was it. The whole scenario about Africa, it demolished my perception. I wasn't negative about Africa from the beginning, but actually being there, feeling it, touching it, eating the food, the jollof rice, that's something that I do 100% miss. And that was when I realized the narrative changed. And I would never, ever the same again. As far as 1988, I've never, all the countries I've been to, that was the country that changed me. I don't know why. As soon as I got off the plane, that was it. I felt it. So yes, the diaspora community now, they're beginning to see the true light. And as you probably know, iSpeed is hitting the nut like nobody business. And this is what we mean by journalism. iSpeed is a journalist. He's not paid as a journalist, but he is a journalist. iSpeed is showing people, and it's making people cry and say, hold on a minute, how come I didn't know about this? One individual, 47 million hits in one country? Now, tell you the truth, I've never come across anybody hit 47 million viewers just hitting South Africa alone.
Hello, Trevor.
Yes.
I know you have a lot to contribute, but we're time bound. Sorry. We have barely 20 minutes to close this interesting discussion.
Right.
Just one last thing, not just to let you go like that. Just in 10 seconds, can you just conclude how can diaspora community bridge that gap of information and communicate positively about Africa?
I think, number one, getting people who are average people on code like this, sharing their experiences so that people on the continent can hear their experience, what we're facing in UK. Because a lot of stories going on in UK you probably don't know about when it comes to the diaspora. Get him on a platform like this. Number two, we need to communicate more with individuals. We need to be open and transparent about the information we're learning from the diaspora. We need to start, the third thing, ask more questions. You cannot be 3 words, WHY. Well, and that's what I feel is the biggest one, to start opening the communication and conversation.
I must say it's been exciting. I like the way Trevor concluded it. So we need to ask more questions. We must be intentional, just to quote Peter. And we must avoid the GPT chat kind of journalism. So we don't go for robotics and stuff like that. And we need to be authentic. On that point, I would thank our panelists.